After 9 years of civil war, Sierra Leone is slowly getting back on its feet. An estimated 50,000 people have perished in this West African country. The rebels have looted and destroyed everything in their path, and the Revolutionary United Front of rebel leader Foday Sanko used child soldiers to maim thousands of people.
Cut hand, cut feet. Normally we use cutlass.
My hands were amputated after I have pleaded to them, crying bitterly as like a child.
Child soldiers have inflicted unbelievable damage upon people and property. The rebels abducted thousands of children, and then, after a short military training, they let them loose on the population. Soldiers of the feared Revolutionary United Front kidnapped Prince when he was 12.
I was with them fighting, going to battle. We fought a lot, but sometimes we cook for them. Sometimes when they want to go for food finding, we go together. We run after people. Sometimes we kill people for their food, just to get food, yes, from them. Sometimes if we capture people and then we ask them for food, they say there is no food, we killed you. We were not specific in killing. We kill women. If we meet women in a village, we kill them if they don't want to give the food. You know, we are not really specific. We kill anybody we meet. Sometimes we use sticks.
Sticks?
Yes.
How did you do that?
Well, we normally tie some, we tie them, and then we hit them with sticks. Some we fire them gunshot.
Prince is now 20. For the last 2 years he has lived in a shelter for ex-child soldiers. He can't forget the way he treated civilians when he was a combatant.
We normally put people in a house, up to 20, like we set fire in the house. We will not allow anybody to come out. Set fire in the house. All of them get burned in the house.
And amputating civilians also had become routine for him.
At first, I was afraid anyway. I was afraid to do it. But the people I was with, they urged me. They said if I don't do that, they will kill me. So eventually, I respond. The first one, there was a boy. You know, yes, a little boy. I cut his arm. Yes, yes. To which, as from that day, I have the boldness to do it now. So whenever they want to go and attack, they take me along. And then, you know, I used to eat now, to cut hands, take our food. I cut 15 boys' hands and 16 women feet. Those that I can remember now, yes. I cannot remember about the girls now, but there are many anyway.
Many amputees still linger in sordid camps with their families, like Daran. Until 1996 he owned a transportation business. He was driving one of his vans when a bunch of child soldiers ambushed him.
Take me to the bush, take one small rope like this, cable, tie my hand, you know, put me, lay down my nail. I take the axe put my hand on top the stick like this block, cut off it. Just 1 minute, just a second, I see my hand in the ground. Then give me other. You turn, I turn other my right hand, they cut off the same time. And I ask them to kill me. They say, we cannot kill you, also punish you. If you want to go and die before, go and die before, say, but we cannot kill you now. You do what you want to you. No more vote for you, cannot vote anymore.
In 1999, Mustafa, a young construction worker, was captured by Alan, a boy he used to play football with. Alan beat Mustafa up and then dragged him to the football field where they used to play together.
We all got together, we sit on the line. So yeah, so after they amputated 3 people, they are number 6. Yeah, the other 2 were Catholics. In fact, they decided they will not do it, in fact. Instead, they prefer to kill them instead of amputating them. So they asked me to place my hand on top of the slab I place my hand like this. After I place my hand, they hit it 4 times. Then I drop. Hand drops. Started jumping. So I turned around and saw my hand jumping. I shouted from that point and fell down. One of the commander himself, Alan, rushed and hit me with a knife. If I don't get up, they will apply the same thing to this other hand.
They say in order to get the country back on its feet, they should reconcile these child soldiers with society and give them jobs. What do you think about that?
Most bad people in the bush is child soldiers. Around 15 years, 14 years, 15 to 18. Most bad people.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Most bad people. All of them so bad.
I don't think I'll forgive this. It's very hard. I can't forgive it so easily for me.
During the war, an estimated 10,000 children fought for rebel factions. The peace agreement of 2001 has given them complete amnesty for their war crimes. Richard Cole has been rescuing child soldiers for years. He receives help from an NGO and financial support from the government. The last 10 years he's personally helped hundreds of children to escape from the rebels.
And I started seeing boys, children abandoned around. And the thought went to me, if these children are not helped, what will become of them when they get at the age of 20, in their 20s?
Cole is a legend in his country. He started out as a street child and petty thief, then became a famous drug dealer and is now an evangelical minister. He travels around the country to talk about the future with ex-child soldiers and often drives to Makeni, 200 kilometers of bad roads away from Freetown. In Makeni there is no running water and no electricity. The rebels destroyed power lines and waterworks.
This is Makeni, the center of RUF headquarters, and this is a place where the RUF base. And this place was so much destroyed that the frustration, everything was destroyed, human resources, economy, and material as well. I know from experience because I was abducted. I stayed here for 32 days when I was taken by the rebels. And I lived there with them, and I saw the destruction, and I saw what human resources, what a waste it was. A lot of people were killed. When they bring you, they try to indoctrinate you and try to put you under stress. You don't sleep, you don't have time of your own, and you don't more become yourself. You become like a slave, and sometimes they beat you up. If you're not fortunate, they blow you up. But here we are now. What we're talking about actually is to forget about the past and build lives. That is why, like the buildings that we just from, we want to get everybody together, the cons and the pros, the bads and the good guys together, so that they will be able to do something. That's what we want to do in Makeni.
After a month of captivity, Cole managed to escape from his tormentors. Today, the same once brutal soldiers listen to his advice. Makeni is mainly Islamic, but Apostle, as Minister Cole is called here, is respected by everybody for his approach to rehabilitation of ex-child soldiers.
I think the most important thing actually is just like, as the old English word goes, you don't cry over spilled milk. The milk is gone on the floor. All what you have to do is to get another one. And what we are trying now actually is hard. At the beginning it was very difficult. But we don't have to continue crying and thinking about the past. The most important thing is now rebuilding, reconstruction, reintegrating the people.
But some of them don't feel sorry. I mean, they're not going to apologize for what they did.
Because of indoctrination, they were indoctrinated. They were little boys or little girls. Then they started indoctrinating them, and all they knew was what they were telling them. That's what they studied, that's what they were taught. So it's very difficult for them to know that they did wrong.